previously we had, two engines. We had the search part, which we were kind of an SSP for Microsoft. And we had all the other innovations, which are mainly what I've just described based on AI. The search part is not our strategy, so that part will probably not going to grow next year. But all the other parts are, we anticipate that those parts are going to grow.
All right, welcome back inside our Proactive newsroom. Joining me now is Tal Jacobsen. He is the CEO of Perion Network. And Tal, it's good to see you. How are you?
Hey, great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, excited to learn a bit more about what's been going on. I've only had some recent news out. We'll talk about that in just a second. But for those not familiar, tell me a bit about the company.
Yeah, absolutely. So Perion is all about connecting the dots for advertisers. Now, digital advertising runs roughly $700 billion every year through all the pipes. Now, while every single platform is amazing by itself, Google, TikTok, Meta, they're all great, but nobody can figure out what's going on, right? And CMOs are having a hard time convincing their CFO that they can deliver positive ROI on media spend. And that's where we come in. We're connecting the dots. It's all AI driven. We're building application that can connect the dots. And that's what we do. And that's how we grow. And we've released a few years back, we've released our retail media solution. So we're helping retailers and major brands managing their spend.
So is that you're letting them know, where to go and how to do it? Is that what it is? Maybe you can sort of explain the process. If you're looking at a retailer looking to use the service, what are they looking to get out?
Yeah, absolutely. So when they come to us, we're analyzing their spend, we're analyzing the channels, and then we deploy, and they deploy that through us, their connected TV ads, their social ads, their open web ads, so basically websites, out-of-home ads. And since they're doing everything through us, we have an AI algorithm that can connect the dots and understand which parts are wasting money and which parts are delivering results. And that's how we work with them.
Okay. I mentioned you had some recent news out, and that is you've sort of put together A360 Media, multimedia platform. Maybe you can explain to us a bit about the news and how this sort of fits into your ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely. So as I said, we're all about building technology for advertisers, and we're working with the biggest retailers, especially in the US, driving more sales to their online site, but also to their offline site. So we would know, even if you're reading an article on the website, we know the location, roughly the location that you're using it. And we would know that, let's say in Target or Albertson or Kroger, or whoever, you have a promotion that you might be interested in, it's nearby, a store nearby you. So that's a technology that we have, that's a proprietary technology. Now, we've selected A360 Media to work with us and deliver that technology to their advertisers. So now, if you're an advertiser of Us Weekly or Life and Style, you can now use our technology on their website to deliver the same results. So they now have more tools and more technologies for their own advertisers.
I would imagine, Tal, you gain a lot of data off of this information as well. And as we know, data is quite valuable. So I'd imagine when you're talking to your new and potential clients, being able to show the metrics and things like that is obviously a real bonus for the company as well, especially with this kind of data.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to make sure that everybody understands, all our data we save is anonymous data, right? We're
Yeah.
saving aggregated data. We're not violating privacy, but
No.
we do have signals of commerce. So we would know we have an amazing tool we released about 2 years ago, which we call SORT, S-O-R-T, and that's a predictive analytic deep learning algorithm. So it would know that if you're watching a show on Netflix at night, and it knows the size of the screen of your TV and your neighborhood, it would predict that you're a person that would likely to buy, I don't know what, a new Audi, right?
Right.
So without violating your privacy, it would know by your behavior what you might be interested in. And since it's all based on deep learning, it's getting smarter and smarter by the day. So it's a whole algorithm that gets smarter by campaign. Every campaign just make it smarter.
Yeah. Let's talk about the road ahead. Tell me a bit about, what's happening the rest of this year. More importantly, what are you looking at in 2025? And you've seen some really strong growth for the company. I imagine you want to keep that going.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So previously we had, two engines. We had the search part, which we were kind of an SSP for Microsoft, and we had all the other innovations, which are mainly what I've just described based on AI. The search part is not our strategy, so that part will not probably not going to grow next year. But all the other parts are, we anticipate that those parts are going to grow. We've accumulated during the years, we've accumulated quite a lot of cash. We have a bit over $380 million in cash. We're doing a lot of buybacks. So we've announced roughly 6 months ago, a $75 million worth of buybacks. We're halfway through, and we're looking to buy more growth engines. So on the M&A, we're going to be very active, but we're also going to invest in our organic growth through all our organic solution, which is the CTV solution, the retail solution, our out-of-home solution, our audio solution. So that part will continue to grow as well.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be an exciting year for sure. Tal, thank you so much. Great to catch up with you and see what the company's all about. And I really appreciate your time this morning.
Well, thank you for having me.
All right, there's Tal Jacobsen, the CEO of Perion Network.